The little cafe was a secret tucked away from the city's chaos, a place where stories quietly unfolded. Navy shadows danced in the corners, and each table's candle flickered with a steady, hopeful light. Mira sat across from her friend Lena, her grandmother's scarf a splash of color in the dimness. Mira's eyes reflected the candle's glow as she traced her mug, gathering courage. She'd been holding on to a quiet ache, unsure how to ask for more from life. Lena listened, her presence a gentle anchor, never pushing, just creating space for Mira's worries to breathe. Mira finally spoke, her words soft but growing stronger. She confessed her job felt empty, her apartment uninspiring, and her fear that she was standing still while the world rushed by. The confession hung between them, fragile and honest. Lena nodded, her support silent but unwavering. The candlelight made their small world feel safe. Mira's longing for change was no longer just a whisper. Lena's smile was genuine, her posture open, inviting Mira to share more. The air was filled with the scent of coffee and possibility. Mira realized she wasn't alone in her uncertainty. Lena's friendship was a steady light in the darkness. In that moment, hope flickered brighter. The first step toward change had been spoken aloud. The cafe was more than a place for coffee. It was a sanctuary from the world's noise. Mira felt safe enough to be vulnerable, the Navy's shadows comforting rather than cold. Lena's laughter was contagious, her presence a source of strength. They shared stories, laughter easing Mira's tension. The warmth between them radiated, a silent energy filling their corner. Mira's shoulders relaxed as she sipped her tea, gratitude swelling in her chest. These evenings were her anchor in a chaotic week. Lena's friendship was a gift, a guiding light through Mira's insecurities. Their connection was built on empathy and trust. Mira cherished these moments, realizing how much they meant. Lena caught her gaze and smiled, saying everything without words. In that glow, Mira knew she wasn't alone. She had a friend who would walk with her, wherever life led. The cafe's haven made all the difference. As evening deepened, Lena suggested a walk. They left the cafe, stepping into the city's softened night. The park nearby was an oasis, the sky painted in moody twilight. Streetlights flickered on, shadows dancing along winding paths. They found their favorite bench by the pond, city lights twinkling in the distance. The world felt bigger, possibilities expanding with the open sky. Mira wrapped her scarf tighter, feeling courage rise. Silence settled between them, comfortable and full of understanding. Mira gazed at the burgundy sky, her vague longing sharpening into a real desire for change. The night air made her dreams feel closer. Lena's calm presence gave her space to imagine more. The moment was quiet, but Mira's hope was growing bold. The burgundy sunset bled into the charcoal sky, a masterpiece of color and shadow. Mira found her voice, speaking her true ambition, to be a writer. She wanted to tell stories, to connect through words, not just as a hobby, but as her life's work. Lena listened, her eyes lighting up with excitement, never dismissing the dream. She asked questions that unlocked doors Mira had kept closed for years. Mira spoke of characters, secret notebooks, and her fear of failure. Saying it aloud felt like lifting a weight. Lena reached out, her touch grounding. "Everyone is afraid," Lena said, "but it's what you do with that fear that matters." Her words resonated deeply, simple but powerful. Mira felt a flicker of belief in herself. The sunset's drama mirrored the transformation inside her. The dream was no longer hidden. Under the moody sky, Mira's hope took root. As the last burgundy faded, stars appeared, the park quiet and intimate. Lena encouraged Mira to visualize her dream. Her first book, its weight in her hands. Mira closed her eyes, the dream suddenly real and attainable. Her smile grew bright, joy radiating in the darkness. The conversation unearthed her creative, brave self. Lena's belief was water for a thirsty plant helping Mira blossom. The support wasn't advice. It was a mirror, reflecting Mira's own strength. Fears became thoughts, not facts. Lena's faith empowered Mira, sparking transformation deep within. Friendship was the catalyst. The shadows felt safe, cocooning their shared hope. Mira's dream was finally alive. Mira looked up, truly seeing the stars for the first time. A shooting star streaked by, filling her with wonder, a sign from the universe. In that moment, Mira felt connected to something vast. Her fears shrank in the face of possibility. This was the turning point. Hope louder than doubt. Confidence settled in her bones. She turned to Lena, gratitude shining in her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered, emotion thick in her voice. Lena hugged her, conveying support and belief. Mira felt strong, ready to take on the world. The future was no longer scary. It was an open road. She would go home and write, not waiting for the perfect moment. The journey would be long, but she was no longer afraid. For the first time, she was excited to begin. The universe of possibilities was hers. They left the park, their conversation fading into a comfortable silence. The walk home felt different. Mira no longer lost in the night, but part of its quiet beauty. She walked with new confidence, the city alive with secret energy. Her heart was full, hope, gratitude, and direction guiding her steps. Lena's words replayed in her mind, a lifeline pulling her forward. Mira clutched her bag, her secret notebook now a treasure. The world seemed more vibrant, every detail alive. At her apartment, Mira hugged Lena tightly. "Tonight changed everything," she said, voice steady. Lena smiled. "You changed everything. You were always this strong." They said goodbye, Lena disappearing into the gentle night. Mira entered her building, not weary but purposeful. She was at the starting line of her new life. Mira's story reminds us of the strength found in friendship. Sometimes transformation begins with a single, honest conversation. True friends don't give answers. They help us find our own. Empowerment is about support, not rescue. We all have dreams and fears, but we don't have to face them alone. The connections we nurture are the candles lighting our way. Be a Lena for someone. Cherish the Lenas in your life. Celebrate small moments of connection. They build a life of purpose and joy. Share your story of friendship and transformation in the comments below. Let's create a community of shared light.